So, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to another video. So, on this video, we will be breaking down every loss that we took, every losses that we take, and we'll be projecting new trade for the new week. So, now, I think one of the first losses that we took was on AUD Chef. The first losses that we took was on AUD Chef. So, and now, I told you guys before, if you guys check the chart, the main reason that we took the losses on the chef was because there was a trend line liquidity that price is currently printing. Price is currently printing a trend line liquidity, and anytime you see a trend line liquidity, there's every possibility that price will just go ahead, activate from some kind of zone and come to take you out. And as you can see it, this is where price activates. Price took this place as liquidity. As price took it as liquidity, I can see price activated from this 4-hour order block. Then price did what it has to do, come back to take out the POI. And I told you guys that price is going to clear that trend line liquidity. So if you are going in, you should go in with just a little bit of risk. And you can see price took out that liquidity because I was looking to enter with this QMR right here. Price took out the liquidity, tapped into the QMR, and guess what? There's a little bit of reaction. But then I was expecting this third candle to engulf at least 50% of this candle, but it didn't engulf 50%. So the moment it didn't engulf 50%, I knew it to be a loss. But my risk is well defined. So there's no reason for me to quit. I just had to let it hit my stop loss. So then the next loss that we took, I think, was on this NZD Chef. NZD Chef. Yeah, this NZD Chef. It was just pretty basic and simple. It was just a basic money transfer. So you can see price tap into our entry did about maybe 1%. Right here, did about 1% and it reversed. So I don't think there's much to learn about this. This happens. This is just one of those trades that flips on you, even though you are right. And the next loss that we took was on card shelf. Yes. But one thing about this Canadian dollar shelf loss is almost a lot of people saw it. Yeah. And the thing about trades is that a lot of people see. I don't like taking them because somehow, some way, we just hit stop loss, and all of them will just be liquidity. So that's it about popular setups. So this is the setup. We were saying there was a money transfer from this leg down to this leg, and if we go down to daily, we are going to see it is a full mitigation. It is a full mitigation. Price mitigate it up onto this key level, and we can see this particular area engineer. You can see this particular area engineers itself as liquidity. And you can see price came to use this 4-hour QMR. Price tapped into it and price gave us a little bit of reaction. Then guess what? It dumps. So this is just one of those trades that flips on you. Though I'm still currently looking into it, trying to find what exactly that we did wrong. But for now, I didn't find anything. So I think pretty much that's it. That's only the trade that I took for the whole week. After losing those 3 trades, I just had to I stopped trading and had to wait for the next weekend. So now we're moving on to NZD card. So now I'm looking at this one. I'm looking at this particular. I'm looking at this on NZD card. So this is basically my thought process, right? This is basically my thought process. I'm looking at this sell on NZD card, but I'm not sure I will be taking the sell. And the reason why I will not be taking the sell is because I'm not comfortable with this trade. Yeah, I'm not comfortable with it. That's the reason why I'm not. So we can currently see that there's a swoop of this low right here. There's a break. Now we'll be open to take this place as our structural liquidity. But if we go down to measure it from this point to this point, we see that That level is not a structural liquidity. It did not engineer itself as a structural liquidity. So for that fact, this is just a so for the fact that I did not engineer itself as a structural liquidity, you are just going to take this place as a 4-hour low and a 4-hour high, basic market structure. Then this particular place that I said that did not engineer itself as a structural liquidity, you are going to take this place as another 4-hour low and this as another 4-hour high. So this is just price forming a lower low and a lower high. So now I told you that for you to figure out a very, very strong forward, it has to sweep at least one or two internals. It has to sweep at least one or two internals, lead to break of structure, then protect itself with some sort of liquidity. And that's exactly what this 4-hour low did. You can see right here, there's some internal liquidity that it swept some internal liquidity. After sweeping some internal liquidity, lead it leads to break of structure. And you can see it is protecting itself with structural liquidity. The price came into it, then boom, we have this upward movement. Then we have those upward movement. So then, now we now know that from this 4-hour low to this another low, there has been what we call a money transfer right here. So the moment there's a money transfer right here, now price came tap into this 4-hour low. We have a money transfer already, and now this is another structure. So this is now another example of another sweep and another break. But then this particular break that you're saying is just internal breaks. This particular breaks that you're saying, this particular one right here, this particular one right here, it is just internal breaks. Price is giving us an internal breaks. But then price came again, take out this as structural liquidity, tap into this leg again. We now have another money transfer from this leg to this leg. So now, currently, if we are looking at it, price is currently printing another trend line right here. Price is currently printing another trend line liquidity right here. So I believe price will easily come, activate from this place and come to take out this low right here. Because you can see there's a first touch, second touch, third touch. Price will come, trigger a sell right here, and I think this zone right here will probably be our take profit zone because price is going to liquidate everything. Or price can either trigger a sell right here, then come and engineer liquidity for this particular swing level right here. Come and engineer liquidity for this particular swing level right here. So there's every possibility that that will happen. So everything I just saying is just projections. Projections. So we can know what we are looking for in the next coming week. Nothing special. So let me just quickly clean this on the chart. So now we are moving on to the next pair, which is AD shelf. If you are looking at AD shelf, there's really nothing to look at all. Nothing to look at, just as this. So now, but this is a very, very special. This is a very, very what this called. This is a very, very interesting one that I want us to pay a good attention to. So now, if we move down to the daily time frame, if we move down to the daily time frame, this is ADJPY. I'm looking at a cell right above this eye, right above this eye, and I'm projecting that this particular place that I put this, and I'm projecting that this particular place right here will be the sponsor, will be the level that will sponsor the trade down to my entry. Then I can take a sell. As you guys can see that I have it marked out. Now, so now let me take this place. So now, currently, this is it. You can see there's sales. ADJPO has been selling, has been selling. But then this is the reason why it's been selling. You can see that there's a sweep of this sell side liquidity right here. There's a sweep of this sell side liquidity. There's a sweep of this sell side liquidity. Now, if we drop down to the lower time frame, after a sweep of that sell side liquidity, after a sweep of that sell side liquidity, we have to now track the internal order flow. We can see there's a low right here. There's a low right here. There's a high. There's a low. There's a high. So now this particular low right here is a market structure shift, and the reason why it is a market structure shift, it is because it has already sweep inducement. This particular place is an inducement, right? A price sweep inducement lead to break of structure. Now, this particular leg that I mark as MSS is a very, very strong level. I'm expecting price to maybe take out this sell side liquidity. After taking out sell side liquidity, create a new low, then push. Now take this new low as inducement, then buy to the upside. That is a bullish continuation. But price didn't do that. Price did what? Price take out that strong low. So the moment price take out that strong low, I mark that low out as what we call a market structure shift. The market structure shift. Now, as you can see, the moment price take out that low as market structure, price create this inducement. And if you know that trade, uh, people that trade, people that trade reversal, they will have taken this place as an inducement. But according to our strategy, we have to mark from that low to that high, which high is in 50%. Any high that is in 50% will be the liquidity. And as you can see, in this type of situation, this particular high, this particular high right here is the one that is in 50%. That particular high is the one that is in 50%. And guess what price came to do? Price came to raise that high as liquidity. When price came to raise that high as liquidity, then price starts dumping. That is the exact main cause of all this dumping that you are saying. That is the exact main cause of all this dumping. So now, for me to like explain a little bit more, so you guys can clearly understand what I'm saying. You guys can see that I'm marking out some places as daily key level, 4 hour key level. I told you what I call a key level. A key level is a open and close zone. When two candle open and another one close at the same level, I call it a key level. So now let's drop down to the 4 hour. Let's drop down to 4 hours. So now, on getting to 4 hours zone, you can see there's a place that I mark out as daily key level. That daily key level paired itself with a 4 hour order block, right? If you drop down to the daily time zone, you are going to see that area. This is me. You are going to see it. It's an open and close zone. There is a bullish candle and a bearish candle. The bullish candle closed up here, and the exact same place that the bullish candle closed, and that bearish candle open, and that bearish candle open. And the moment that bearish candle open, price engineered liquidity around it, then price sweep that liquidity and start dumping. But then, after price didn't just start dumping, price came to mitigate another 4 hour key level again. This is another 4 hour key level right here. Another 4 hour key level right here. Right exactly at this point. That's another 4 hour key level. You can see another open and close zone. Price mitigates the daily, mitigates the 4 hour also, the price dumping. But now, this is now what makes it more and more interesting. So the moment price mitigates into the daily key level, price created a low right here. Price created a low right here. Now price break that low. Price created a low and created an high. Now price creates a new higher low and a new higher high. Now price now break that higher high as a break of structure to the upside. Then react from the 4 hour key level. Now break. Now, as we all know, the most recent break of structure, as we all say it is called inducement. So now, the moment price break the most recent low right here, the most recent low right here, that is called price taking out an inducement. This particular zone, price is taking out an inducement because price could easily grab this low, then push to the upside and invalidate all this level right here. It is very, very easy and simple as that. Price could easily do that. But then price take out that low, but price didn't take out that low alone. Price keep dumping, taking out another low again. Now we know what this is called. There has been a disruption to internal order flow. You understand? There has been a disruption to internal order flow. And the moment that disruption happened, price engineered another liquidity again. And that liquidity, this particular place is a liquidity. And you can see price swept that liquidity, tap into another daily key level. You can see as EDJPY is moving from one key level to key level. You can see as EDJPY is moving from one key level to another key level. Now, this is the price take this particular daily high. There's a daily high right here. You guys can also go to your charts to verify. There's a daily high right here. A daily high. Price take that daily high as liquidity. And because that daily high was engineered around the daily key level. So now price sweep that daily high as liquidity, tap into that daily key level, and you guys can see there's a very, very huge dump. There's a very, very huge dump right here. Price dump very, very hard. You can see price dump very. If you are going to calculate this is like how many pips? You are looking at over 196 pips. when the 96 pip dumping. EDGPY dump one at 96 pip. But then in the process of dumping, another key level was created. Another key level was created. You guys can see as I'm picking this out. From one money transfer to another. Another key level was created. So now I might cancel that key level. Same thing. Price is engineering liquidity around that key level again. And if you drop down to lower time frame, which is 4 hour, you can see that there's that place is also pairing itself with trend line, right? Because if we have to see this is the first touch of this trend line. This is the first touch of this trend line right here. Right here is the first touch, and this is the second touch. So by the time price came back to take out this liquidity, then tap into that key level, this will definitely be the third touch, and we can see that price now has to keep dumping. So by that time, I think this will be our first take profit. This particular low right here, then you can see there's a lot of liquidity right here that has to be taken out also. So now, but if my sell POI trigger from there, I'll be looking to sell down to this level right here, down to this level, because you can see this particular low is available to be taken out as liquidity. Now I'll be selling to all this low right there that they are just talk shoot for you. I'll be selling down to those places. So there'll be a lot of trade entry continuation. So that is my thought process on EDJPY. So let's move on to the next pair. So now moving on to UDSZ, you can see right from key level, right from weekly, nothing is happening. UDSZ, you can see, even though from the weekly, you can see, you can be very, very sure that next week is definitely going to be bullish, because this is a key level right here. This is a key level right here. But this key level that you're looking at, does not have liquidity engineered around it. So there's every possibility the price is just going to take it out, maybe react from this high and take this place out as liquidity. So there's any possibility that price is just going to take it out as liquidity and react from maybe some lower time frame POI right here. So that is just it on EDNZE. Nothing much to actually look out for. Yeah, nothing much. So let's move on to the next pair, which is AEDNZ, AEDUSD. Now, from AEDUSD, there's pretty much something very, very important. AEDUSD. You can see that all this movement right here, all this movement, they are coming right from this daily order block right here. That is where they are coming from, all this movement. But then now we now have a sweep of this eye. We have a sweep of this eye, an internal break, and now we now have an engineer liquidity right here and a mitigation of this daily order block. I should recap again. Let me clear. I should recap again. I should recap again. We have a sweep of this eye. We have a sweep of this eye. We have a sweep of this eye, an internal break, and now you can see there's a daily order block right here. There's a daily order block right here. A daily order block right here that has been mitigated by this particular eye. And you can see there's also an engineer liquidity right here. The price swept before tapping into that daily order block. So now, if I want to sell EEDUSD, I will be looking to sell right from this daily sell side order block. But for me, it will be a gamble. And the reason why it will be a gamble for me is this, because price is currently respecting a bullish structure. Yes, there's a bullish structure currently being respected. If you are seeing it, there's currently a bullish structure that is being respected right here. There's a bullish structure currently being respected. But there's a bullish structure currently being respected right here. You can see there's a sweep, there's a break, and there's there's a sweep right here, there's a break, there's an structural liquidity, price tap into this 4 hour QMR order block right here. This 4 hour QMR order block right here. we did took this trade, right? We took it and I exit exactly at this point. And the reason why I exit is because I've already marked out that daily order block. Because I knew if price engineer liquidity around that daily order block, there's every possibility that price is going to tap into it and reverse back to edge. I knew it. So immediately I saw it. All I'm just waiting for is the moment I saw price engineering this move right here. The moment I saw price engineering this move right here, this particular move, I knew it was an engineered liquidity for that daily order block. So the moment price tap into that daily order block, that is as I told everybody that are in that trade, I told them to exit, immediately exit. So now, here is it. If I want to sell, I will be selling from this zone like this. Selling from this zone. This is exactly the place that I'll be looking to sell like this, using this QMR. But the reason why I would not want to sell from here is because for me it will be a gamble for me to say I want to sell from here because price is currently respecting a bullish structure. Yes, a bullish structure. There's a sweep right here, there's a break, and there's a structural liquidity. And you guys know anytime we have a trade like this, price always come to take out the external. Yes, this is an external liquidity right here, external high. Price will always come back to take out this external high. And you can see everything that can make price not to take out this external high has been eliminated. There's a daily order block that has been mitigated. So all I can see that is going to happen is price will just come into this place. If I have maybe little money to risk, like some sort of 50 or $100 to risk, I can easily get into a partial sell here. But this sell will be like a 1 to 2 risk to reward sell. I just get into a partial sell here because price may come back here, sell a little bit, then pump again to come. But I knew this particular high will always be a liquidity. Price is coming for that particular high. And the reason why price is coming for that particular high is the only thing that was supposed to protect it, which is this liquidity, has mitigated into it. Yes, it has mitigated into it. Price engineer liquidity. So it has. So this is just what I'm looking at on EUD. But then taking this type of trade right here is a gamble. To be like I'm counter trading against the structure, against the bullish structure. So that is why I will not be taking it. So let's move on to BTC. Currently, nothing much is happening on BTC. You just see that price took this particular low, sweep it. There's already what we call internal disruption. You can see price took out this already. So a lot of people might be looking to buy right from this 4 hour order block right here. People might be looking to buy, but for you to say you want to buy, you have to see some sort of a very pure engineer liquidity. If you see a very pure engineer liquidity, then you can okay, maybe price will sweep that engineer liquidity, then maybe you can see some sort of buy right from this 4 hour order block. So that is purely what I'm seeing on BTC USD. Purely what I'm seeing. Apart from that, I'm not seeing anything more. And price could easily do something like this as well. There's every possibility that price took out this low. Yeah, price took out this low. There's every because I believe this is a previous low. Price is just flipping this low. There's something they call flip zone. When price is trying to flip previous zones, yeah, just to trap people. Price is flipping because as you can see it, there's there's a high, there's a low, there's a low, there's a low, there's a high, there's a low. The price took out all this internal low. So after price break a 4 hour external, price took out that. So I believe there's every possibility that price is going to keep selling. Yeah. But then if price wanted to buy, price could easily flip that 4 hour, this 4 hour order block right here. Price could easily flip it. This particular 4 hour order block right here. Price could come as price is coming. Price could come to like engineer liquidity around it, then come sweep all those liquidity, tap into it, then clear all this high, maybe up until this high. But as I'm saying, it is just a trade outlook. So now back to card shelf. On Canadian shelf, we can see the bearish trend is still dominating. Yes, the bearish trend is still dominating. You can see there's a sell right here. See, there's a Price is currently reacting from this 4-hour order block, and what they call it, a new low has been broken. So we now have a break of structure right here. But this break of structure is not signifying the break of structure because it does not close with body. All we are saying is there's a stop on liquidity sweep. So there's every possibility, there's every possibility that something like this could happen Monday. On Monday, price could engineer liquidity around this 4-hour order block, then come sweep this engineer liquidity, tap into it, then sell again. Or price could engineer liquidity right here, break. We have all these internal breaks like this, then we can look to buy right from here again. So that is basically it on card shelf. So now card JPY. So this is the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame. What we are currently seeing is price is currently taking this place as liquidity right here. Price is taking this place as liquidity, and we are seeing this we are seeing this unmitigated order block right here. We are seeing this unmitigated daily order block. So what I'm expecting price to do is price to like come down on a Monday morning, tap into this unmitigated order block. After tapping into it, they want to see some sort of structural change on the lower time frame. Some sort of structural change on the lower time frame. So if we had to track the order flow, the bearish order flow, right here, if we had to track the bearish order flow, we can see there's a break. There's a break right here. You can see there's a break right here. There's a break of structure right here. You can see there's a break of structure right here. And we can see price taking this place as an engineered liquidity, reacting from this key level right here, reacting from this key level right here, reacting from this key level right here. Then we can see price breaking another structure internally right here. So now, after price broke that structure, price gave us another structure right here. So price gave us another structure right here. So as you all know, this recent break of structure. So what I'm just looking for price to tap into this daily order block, then give me, but price could easily tap into this daily order block, sweep this high as an inducement, react from some sort of other block right here, then start selling again. So I would prefer for price to take out this double break of structure as an internal switch. Yeah, internal order flow switch. Then I can be looking at some sort of other block right here to buy because I'm pretty sure price will do something like this. Yeah. Then I could be looking to take a buy right from here. So it will make it will make a lot of sense to take a buy because now we are seeing the zone that sponsored the trade. We are seeing there's an internal order flow switch and we are seeing a structural liquidity. So it will be a very beautiful trade for us to take if it happens like that. So now I'm seeing a buy on Chef JPY, but then I'm not very confident with it. It's not something that I'm looking to trade, but then I could be risking a little bit of money just to take this trade because because it aligns with it aligns with what they call it. It aligns with the structure. It aligns with the bullish structure, but then price is not giving me an intent to buy. So I'll not be looking to buy this to buy unless I have a little bit of money to risk. So now we are looking at Ethereum, Ethereum USD. So we are currently see that Ethereum is very bullish. Ethereum is very bullish. If we drop down to 1 hour, we are seeing that Ethereum is very bullish. Ethereum came back to take out inducement, then react, tap into this weekly fair value gap right here, weekly imbalance, and we can see there's a huge spike to the upside. So there's nothing special about Ethereum for now, other than there's every possibility that I will be looking to take a buy right here. Yeah, that I'll be looking to take a buy right here. Right here. That I'll be looking to take a buy right here. I'll be looking to take a buy right here. If price come back, only if price come back. And the reason is I've had my fair share with Ethereum. Ethereum loves continuation. Let me show you guys right here. Ethereum loves continuation very, very well. Ethereum is a Ethereum is a pair that loves continuation. You can see it right here, exactly right here. Price came back. You can see it right here. Price came back, took out a valid internal break structure, then came back to structural liquidity, and there was an heavy buy. You can see there's an heavy buy. So right here, I'll be looking to do the same thing right here. Right here, I'll be looking to do the same thing right here, because you can see this is a very good internal. Price sweep this internal, tap into a bullish fair value gap, and we can see there's a structural liquidity right here, a structural liquidity right here. So all I'm just hoping is Ethereum should come into Ethereum should crayfish into this place with some trend line liquidity. So I'll be targeting this high. So that's all. That's all on Ethereum. So I'll be looking to take buys right from this level right here. Right from this level. That is my POI. So I'll be looking to take buy right from here. I'll be looking to take a buy right from here. So that is it on Ethereum. So I'm hoping Ethereum will come back. Do something like this, then push to the upside again. So now let's move on to our next pair. After Ethereum, we are looking at Euro AUD. So now on Euro AUD, on Euro AUD, on Euro AUD, I'm not seeing anything special on Euro AUD. I'm saying that there's a break of structure to the upside on Euro AUD. There's a break of structure right here to the upside on Euro AUD. And this place is a sell side liquidity. The price is taken. So I'll be looking for price to come and take some buy side liquidity. After price taking some buy side liquidity, then we can push to the upside again. So now let's drop down to 1 hour to see the internal structure. So as you can see, basically Ethereum is not Euro AUD. As you can see, basically Euro AUD sweep this previous high. Now after Euro AUD swept this previous high right here, there was a sweep right here. Then before price swept, there's a 45 minute order block that was mitigated. That 45 minutes order block was one that was sponsoring all this sell. So all I'm saying is just bunch of internals. So I'm looking at this low. That price will take this low at some buy side liquidity. After price took this low at some buy side liquidity, then there's every possibility that there will be a huge push to the upside again, because we had a break of structure the last time and we had another stop on right here. So I'm looking for price to come and take this low at some buy side liquidity, and we can push to the upside right here, because so that's purely that is it. So I'm looking for price to come and take this low as buy side liquidity, or even though respect it, because I can see there's a sweep and a break and a structural liquidity around here. So and it is a valid order block that swept one or two internal. So I'll be looking for price to do something like this, then push to the upside. But I know this particular high is valid as a liquidity. And currently, what is happening on 45 minute on UAUD, you can see there's some bearish order flow that is forming. You can see price is reacting from this 45-minute supply, taking this particular place as what we call liquidity, as inducement liquidity. So price has not given us any reason to say, oh, we want to buy, we want to buy. Price is just showing sell in there. So that is basically it on Euro UD. So now moving on to Euro card, you can see there's nothing on Euro card. Also, there's basically nothing on Euro card. So let me just break down what is happening on Euro card. We had this last break of structure right here. We had this last break of structure right here. So after this last break of structure, what price did this price create an internal break right here, another internal break. And this is the most recent internal break. Price came back to take it as liquidity. React from this breaker block. After price react from that breaker block, we had another internal break. We had another break of structure to the upside. So right now on EuroCard, there's really nothing to look out for unless if there will just be some sort of push to the down, then that push to the up. So for anybody that would be interested in the move, that is it. So now EuroChef, on EuroChef, drop down to daily, you can see there's some sell side liquidity that has been taken. And anytime there's a sell side liquidity that has been taken, expect a buy side to be taken also. Yeah, expect you can expect the buy side liquidity to be taken also. So now I'm looking at this low right here, to be taken. And the reason why is I can see that there's a supply that Euro Chef is currently respecting, taking this particular level as engineer liquidity right here. Let's drop down to 45 minutes for you to see it very well. You can see this is the supply. This is the supply right here. That is the supply, and this is the engineer liquidity. And this is the engineer liquidity. Price engineer liquidity, sweep the engineer liquidity and tap into that supply. You can see price after price tap into that supply the first time, price came to retest that zone the second time. So I'm expecting there should be a huge push by Monday morning to the downside. So from the huge push, I knew this particular low would be taken. And there's every possibility that price is coming to take this low as what we call a sell side liquidity. Yeah, a sell side liquidity. Because price has no buy side liquidity, because price has taken some sell side, and there's every possibility that price is coming to take this low for some buy side. So if price took this low and it did not reverse, then we should know that this will be the next low that price will be targeting. So that is it on Euro Chef. Euro Chef. So now let's see what's going on GBP. Euro GBP. So now the reason why I mark out all this thing on Euro GBP is pretty much clear, because we can see same thing over and over again. I like to read internal structure. I can see there was a break of structure. I can see there was a break of structure right here, and there was another one right here. So now price came back to this one as inducement, respecting some sort of other block right here. So the moment price is respecting this other block, I'm expecting the moment price tap into this 4-hour order block and was respecting it, I'm expecting price to take this particular high as liquidity, this particular high right here. I'm expecting price to take it as liquidity. But then price engineered liquidity around it. You can see this is an engineered liquidity right here. This is an engineered liquidity. Price engineered liquidity around it. Sweep that engineered liquidity. Tap into this 4-hour order block. The moment price tap into this hour order block, we have what we call a market structure shift right here. Yeah, this particular low is a low that was not supposed to be broken. We have what we call a market structure shift. This price took out these two lows. So now we have what we call a divergence also, and you can see. So I marked out another POI on the daily, which is a daily order block. So I'll be looking for price to come tap into it. After price tap into it, give me some sort of a market structure shift, yeah, on the lower time frame. Then I'll be looking to sell Euro GBP. As you can see on Euro GBP, a lot of liquidity that has been accumulated. So I'll be looking to sell down to all this low. I believe price will come back to come and take all this low. So all I'm just looking for is price to just come take this low, tap into this key level right here, come create, follow this trend line liquidity, then come give me a market structure shift. And I can say, okay, I want to sell right from here just to clear everything, every liquidity. So that is basically it on Euro GBP. You can see price engineer this place as liquidity, tap into this other block, then there's a sell. Price took out this low and this low. Price has taken out double break of structure. So we should know that is a market structure shift. So I'll just be looking at this particular daily order block that is around here. I'll be looking out for what happens around that daily order block, because there's every possibility that that daily order block can be taken out as liquidity because it does not have liquidity to protect itself. So that's basically it. So now let's see what is happening on UGPY. So there's nothing much happening on UGPY. Price is just ranging between this high and this particular low. So for anybody that is looking to, so maybe during the week, price might form something. So now you're looking at Euro NZD, nothing much on Euro NZD. I just saying there's a bullish intent. There's a bullish intent. Price is raiding this high already. This previous high, price is raiding it. So there's nothing much to look out for on UNZD as well. And we can see there's currently trend line being formed right here. It's currently trend line being formed. So all we can just hope for is price to come, do something like this, then we will push to the upside again. Yeah, push to the upside. So that is basically it. So okay, this is a trade that I was in, but I got taken out by spread. So now, so now this is a very interesting one, right? This one is Euro. This one is Euro USD. This is a very interesting one right now. You can see on the daily. You can see on the daily. You can see on the daily. Sorry, on the weekly. I mean, on the weekly. On the weekly, we can see there's a weekly key level right here. That price tap into. After price tap into that weekly level, price delivered to the upside. It was that weekly key level that sponsored all this move right here. That sponsored all this move right here. Then boom, drop down to 3 hour order block, 3 hour time frame. So we can see there's a range high, there's another range low. And what can we see? There's a 3 hour order block right here. That price is currently inducing. That price is currently inducing. And as you can see, price has tapped into that 3 hour order block. So for some people that might have already missed this move, because this is a sell, but this is another edge. I'm seeing this 4 hour key level, 4 hour key level right here. That I'm open, price can easily come on Monday morning. The next candle that form open after the price candle open, taps into this key level, then starts selling. So I think there's a very good, this will be a very good sell by Monday, to take on Monday morning. But it is not my entry model, so me I will not be taking it. It's just something that I knew briefly. So now currently we are seeing what is happening on GBP also. We are seeing that price is taking a sell side and reacting from what we know as a daily order block, and price is mitigating it to the point. So this is a very good bearish intent right here. And what can we see? We can see, and what can we see? We can see that there's a key level, there's a key level right here, and there's a liquidity that is being engineered around that key level. So I'm seeing that okay, price is currently price is currently tapping into this. Price is currently tapping into this bullish order block. So I'm expecting this bullish order block to be a sponsor for price that will take out this liquidity and tap into this key level. Then we can finally say we want to sell to the downside on Euro from GBP. But then for people that was like, oh, I used to check internal structure, but why didn't I check internal structure? Well, before I said, oh, I'm going to start buying Euro GBP. So now here's the thing. Here's the thing about this Euro GBP. I might actually have to look might actually have to wait for this particular low to get broken. If price, because price could easily do something like this. Price could easily do something like this. Price come tap into this place, take out this particular low right here, then start pumping back. Yes, it can definitely happen. Then start pumping back. That's why I said the moment price has taken out this low, it will determine maybe I will take this particular trade. I believe this particular, but for now, I believe this particular order block right here. But for now, I believe this particular order block will be the sponsor for price to come and take this place as liquidity, then tap into this key level right here. And that key level paired itself with daily key level. And as you can see, it also paired itself with another 4 hour key level again. So I believe it is going to be a very good trade. But then it will not be valid anymore if price has taken out this particular low because this is the most recent low that lead to the break of structure. So it was just like a very, very good, a very, very fast sell. Now let's move to GBP card. GBP card, nothing is happening. There's no bearish or bullish intent. Though the structure is bullish, but there's no bearish intent. This is just price like ranging between that level. GBP chef currently nothing as well. The only thing that we can see on GBP chef is there's a market structure shift right here. After price shift market structure, there's another break of structure to the downside. But currently, there's really nothing special happening. All I can see is this particular supply. All I can see is this particular supply. So for anybody that might be willing to take a short-term sell, but it's below probability, there can just easily be something like this, something like this. Then price could take this sell because I see price coming back to respect this particular external high here. I see price doing that, coming back to respect this external high. Yeah, that's something that I see happening. I see price coming back to respect this particular external low. Sorry, I mean this external low because you can see there was a sweep, there's a break, and all this, they were just bunches of internals. They were just bunches of internal liquidity. And this place is an external low. So I definitely see price coming tapping into this, then pushing to the upside again. No, that was just it. So now my big beautiful pair, GBP, JPY, my big beautiful pair. So I'm expecting this particular sell on GBP, JPY on Monday or around next week. And the reason is because you can currently see that there's a sell side liquidity that has been taken right here, this particular high. Take out sell side liquidity. There was no break of structure because you can see after price took out this high, price take out this high, reject back to this low. Then the next candle that form also close below that low with weak, nobody. So now if we drop down to 30-minute time frame right here, if we drop down to 30-minute time frame, if we drop down to 30-minute time frame, you can see that this particular low right here is what we call inducement because it's the most recent local structure. Price took out inducement. The moment price took out this low as inducement, all these things that you are seeing right here, they were structural liquidity. They were structural liquidity. Something important happened after price took out that inducement. Price tap into this 4-hour low right here, this 4-hour order block. So now, when price, no, sorry, price tap into this other block right here, that is right here. This supply that is right here. Price taking out inducement, tapping into this other block. This particular high was supposed to be a liquidity. Price was supposed to take out this high. But then there's what we call a market structure shift. It happens right here. And the reason why it happens is because there's a 30-minute key level right here. The moment price is going to take out inducement. The moment price is coming to take out inducement right here. Price engineer this place as liquidity around this 30-minute order block. Then price tap into this 4-hour order block. Create another liquidity. You know when price is engineering liquidity around the certain zone. Then price sweep all those liquidity, tap into that 30-minute key level. Tapping into that 30-minute key level. Price never break above the high. So we never add a new high created. The price broke this particular structure right here. But then price breaking this structure, price price breaking this structure and still respecting this place, there's what we call internal order flow switch. Internal order flow switch has not happened already. So price can easily sweep this particular first high, respect this low, and pump to the upside again. But then price creates what we call internal order flow switch and tap into this 4-hour order block. That was exactly what I was expecting. Exactly what I was expecting. And guess what? It is happening. Price is currently coming to my PO high gently, and creating liquidity. So I'm just expecting something like this to happen. Then price will do something and sell. And this particular high will be my first take profit right here. So that is basically just my what do you call it? So I'll be looking out for that particular trade next week, and I believe it's definitely going to happen. So you guys should also watch out for it. You guys should also watch out for it. So now let's move on to the next pair, GBP NZD. So currently there's nothing much on GBP NZD. All I just see is okay. All I just see is GBPSZ feeling. All I just see is GBPSZ currently in between buyers and sellers. You can see GBPSZ is currently reacting from this sell side key level and is currently reacting from this buy side imbalance. So, and now we have what we call a doji. A doji. So, is either we pump to the upside again or we pump to the downside. So, GBPNZ is currently indecisive. Definitely something is definitely going to happen, hopefully by next week. So now we have GBP USD. So looking at GBP USD, you can see price taking this risk like liquidity, reacting from this supply. So maybe to sell, maybe to buy, we really don't know. So something has to definitely happen for us to, So now I'm looking at German 30. So on a German 30 pair, we are seeing currently I put this thing right here because I wanted to sell, and here is my thought process to me wanting to sell. I see price reacting currently from this key level right here, this key level right here. After reacting from that key level, taking this place and what we call liquidity, right? The price engineered all this place as well as liquidity. Price engineered all this place as well as liquidity. The price sweep all those liquidity, tap into this and that forward key level. So I'm expecting price to come raid all this place as liquidity as well. Now tap into this key level, then sell. And there's a beautiful trend line liquidity to be targeted right here. So it makes so much sense. But to me, it is what we call a low probability trade. And the reason why it is a low probability trade is price is currently reacting in between two key levels. So you have to wait for one to be invalidated first before you say it's like price is currently between the buy side imbalance and the sell side imbalance. You have to wait for one to be invalidated for it to say okay, maybe it's buyer that is in control or seller that is in control. That is basically what is just happening right here. So taking that sell would actually be a proper gamble because at the same time price could easily do something like this, tap into this key level, then blow through our stop loss. Yes, it could happen, blow through our stop loss. So that's why getting into that trade would be a very low probability trade, even though they are target. So NZD cards, nothing on NZD cards, nothing. This is just a bullish price is in a discount and that's a bullish intent. So nothing on NZD shelf also. NZD JPY same thing, nothing as well. NZD USD, nothing. UK 100, nothing as well. USD card. Currently, nothing is happening on USD card as well. So this particular candle right here formed as a result of the Friday FOMC news. So we are seeing what do you call it? We are seeing AUD shelf currently right now. On AUD shelf, we are seeing this sell, this sweep, this break, and we'll be taking this place as structure. So we're expecting price to come do something like this. Then we can probably be targeting this what is to call it? This we can currently be targeting this imbalance right here as our take profit zone, or we can easily be targeting this low right here. So this is also a good trade, but I won't say it's a very it is a for me it will not be a plus setup because I like to take my setup when price is reacting from somewhere, when price is actually coming from somewhere. I like to know where price is coming from, and if we drop down to daily, there's nothing. If we drop down to daily time frame, there's actually nothing. Okay, if we drop down to daily time frame, we can see that currently this is happening. Price is coming from this sell side daily order block right here, this daily order block right here, and if we drop down to 4 hour, we can see price is currently reacting from this supply, but there's no full mitigation of this supply. like a price sweep this place as liquidity, engineer liquidity. So now we have a sweep, a break, and a liquidity right here. So we can easily say, okay, we want to sell from here. We can easily say we want to sell from here. But for me, to be a low quality trade, yeah, to be a low quality trade, I won't be that confident of selling right from this place down to all this fair value gap or down to this POI. I won't be confident. But then you can, if you love it, you can risk small money. So I'm currently in on this USD JPY buy. But then if price came into entry again by Monday, there's every possibility that I'll be looking to take another position, that I'll be looking to enter another position. You can see price take this place as engineer liquidity, currently reacting, currently reacting from this other block, and we have a market structure shift. Then this place is like a sponsor and push the trade down to my entry. So that is basically just it. So I think that is it. This rest setup and nothing. I don't trade them. So thank you guys. That is just weekend trade review and breakdown. Thank you very, very much.